Alright, welcome back to Dyson Sphere program. And let's see, it's going to be a bit before we finish that up. I want to go ahead and start laying some framework so that we can get this stuff mass produced. But I'm not going to add it to a mall or anything. Instead, I'm going to just grab the different parts and prepare that. So the only thing we really need is this here. So we need to set up one of these. We've already got the copper plates, so that's easy enough. We need to start making some electromagnetic turbines though, and then we're going to need to make some of this graphene. And again, we don't need to do a whole bunch of stuff. I just want enough to create a couple of towers, and then when we unlock the next level of science, we're going to need to be able to produce a few things to make the interplanetary switch. Then I can worry about mass producing everything at that point. So one thing that this is going to need, as you can see down here for the graphene, we go over to the graphene here, it's going to need sulfuric acid. And sulfuric acid is made in a chemical facility, but we need water, stone, and oil. So to get that, we can get water and stone right here. So this is probably where I'm going to put that water plant. Let me see first of all if I had any of the water. I think what might have happened is when my inventory was full, I unlocked where the water was, so I actually didn't get my free water tower. That's possible. I don't remember when I got it. There's one other place to check with my other items that are just kind of lying around, and I believe that's over here somewhere. Here it is. So we'll just make sure I didn't put it in here somewhere, and I did not. So I will need to custom make one of those as well. Let's see what goes into building a water plant. I only need the one. So it needs these items here. I believe those are iron plates. Let me just check. Grab that. I should have the stuff lying around. I can just grab an assembler, throw it into there. So stone, motors, and ships. So we got that. I'm gonna need this. Take the stone. I'm gonna need that. And then when I go back to the other place, I think I've got everything else just right here where I can slap down an assembler really quick. Need the motors. Is that enough for this thing? Check over there. Yes. So, let me go over where there is electricity. That needs foundation support still, so we can put this here. Now you're going to build me one of these. We're going to need that, we're going to need that, we're going to need that, and we're going to need that. I only need one built, so I'll clear that out. So you got this. Now that will let me put it down where I can get the sulfuric acid. I'll need to siphon off some oil too. We got oil right here, so I'm just going to grab one of these oil wells. Right here will be a good spot. I'll put down the water, have the stone, water, and oil right here. So that will get us the sulfuric acid. Let me get back to here. And then graphene just needs coal on top of that. And I've got some of that on the line as well. Again, right now I just want to get this running, so I'm not concerned with getting it onto like a fully automated place. Let's start by getting... I do kind of want to cover a lot. Let's try shift here. A lot of these. go. That looks good. This will actually cover 8 mains. And I might use that in the future. Let's grab this. And while it needs foundation support... Yeah, there was a spot there. There we go. This will get the water. And... oil refinery. Oh, the refinery, I need the oil well. Lots of power, yep. So, let's check over here. And these are the... oh, these are the water pumps. I am making water pumps here. Okay, I don't know how I missed that earlier. Oh well, it's not a huge deal. Oil is going to be this direction. Is this the oil extractor? I only need one. Dump that there. And put this right there. We'll take those. Let me see. I want to get into here first. Is that on the right? I think this can go straight in, so yes, we can do that. So we'll store water here. And go straight into there. And put that there and there. This one will be the fuel. This one will be hydrogen. Now, to process this again, we're going to need a chemical plant. I don't think I've created any chemical plants yet. Yeah, as I'm looking over there, no, I don't have those. Because I don't think that's what this is. Let me just verify really quick. Nope, these are chemical plants. Okay, so actually I might need more, so I'll just take those 4. And the chemical plant we'll put about, say, here. Now this is going to be making our sulfuric acid. Rocks and water. And this should be the fuel on this side. Yep. Okay. So now we just need to fire this up. It's going to need power here. Don't think there needs any power on that side. We are going to need to connect the power, so we'll do like this, this, and like that. And then we're going to need to store this somewhere. So let's see, put it here. Guess we'll try this instead. Okay, so this is not, we didn't put our recipe in. So this is going to create this. I'm gonna watch this come shooting on through. There we go. So this will start making our sulfur. We only need low supply of sulfur so far. Next up, we're going to need this here. So we need the graphene. Just going to take the sulfur, and we're going to need coal. Probably, because we don't need a ton of it, I'm thinking this again, I think, is a chemical plant. Is that correct? Made in chemical factory, yes. So let's put the chemical factory over here. I don't know if that's enough room. Actually, I'm going to get rid of that. Ah, I did not mean to do that. Let's try this again. So chemical factory. Put it there. I'm going to tell it to create this graphene. And because I'm telling it to make the graphene, I can actually drop that literally straight into there. Now we're going to say this. Why does that? I don't know what was going on with the click there the first time. Now, let's give myself a little more space here. And we're going to throw on a chest here for the coal, or the energetic graphite. Again, I'm not concerned about automating yet, so that's why that part doesn't matter to me. Go ahead and put that into there. And then we will add this here. Like so. Let's grab 5 of those. Not sure exactly how many I'll need yet. guess I could have used some of those. Ah, that's not the right box. Just a second. That's the box I want. There, and all there's stuff that extras in here too. Oh yeah, I got the extra red signs too, which I'm not sure why I've got, but let's go ahead and throw that into here. Have that taken care of. Alright, land. And then, of course, because this grabbed through some of this other stuff, let's grab that. Okay, so now this will start making our graphene for us. Come back to here. And the only other thing that we need to have is these, which are made from motors and these other motors and the coils, magnetic coil things. I'll put that over here. Not enough room for that. This should work though. Alright, so that will give us these. And then we can create these in another assembler. So if I just put this assembler here, I'll need more room because I'll need 3 boxes for this stuff. I'll put this assembler here, I think, because I can use that one. I can route that one over, and I just need the one for the copper. So we'll do like that. These. I have to wait for that to actually exist before I can connect that. Okay. believe this should be sufficient. So we just drop in our copper here. Yep, and that's going to make us some of these, which we now have. Okay. So that means we now have all the stuff that we're going to need to create some assembler, or these are created in the assembler, to create some of these planetary logistics stations. And once we've got these going, then you'll see why it doesn't matter that I created these little things here just to do some manual stuff. One other thing before I forget, I do also need to make these drones, which will require these as well. So I can also make some of these if I want to. These are going to be a better fuel source. But before I do that, we want to make sure that we've got some of this stuff going around. So, yeah, first things first, let's just do a quick assembler down here. I don't even need to hook anything up. We're just going to be creating these things. So I literally... Okay, so we got our thrusters. That's going to help with the interplanetary. So right now I can just grab these, come into here, go down to here, and drop them in here. Then I can drop in some of those. I'm going to need some steel and some of these chips. Whoa. Both of those are going to be over here. So I will grab... I don't need tons and tons of them. That should be fine. And the steel is over here. Looks like I did not put out a bin for them. So let's grab some off of here. Oh, you know what? I shouldn't need to grab them from here, because I believe I've got another place for them over here, where they are in a bin. Yes. Let's take a couple of stacks of those. Drop that in, and we'll drop that in. We're going to need more of those. So that needs more motors. And the motors are going to need more of these. Got plenty of those, so they're going to need more of the other thing. Let me check what that is. More engines. So I'll go grab some engines. So that's the only problem, is it's going to take a lot of material to get this stuff. So. And this is not being stored in any box either. Grab these. Recipe, it takes 2 of those. Okay. We'll wait for a couple more of these. How many of these do we need? Oh, we need 20, so we're going to need another 9 of these. Might only be making 1 of these right now. Actually, from this, I might as well pipe that one straight in. with these engines, since I didn't make a box of them to steal from, I could do this. Let's see here. So that's going to be on this row. That one ends here, so we could actually put in one of these. Checking with that, rotate that. It's not going to fit very well in here, but I can make it fit this way, I think. Ah, I wanted it up. Why is it going back down after I press up? Oh, this is up already. Okay. I should have paid attention to that then. Dismantle that. So we want this on the ground. Down. So we can go up like that. We're gonna have to figure out how to split that later if we want to continue this, but right now, this is what I'm trying to do. Let's get this to here, move it over. And I'm gonna need some more. This will look ugly, but if it gets the job done, I'll be fine with that. Get rid of that. So now we'll fill in as much as we have on that. We'll use this to control so we don't make too many. Aha. We're going to need more power down here too. Alright, so that's going to make us some of these towers. Next up, we do want to make some of these. That will require these first. So let's do a quick thruster plant similar to what we just did here. I'm going to move that up to here. Those we can throw in Steel here. And that one, we need more copper, correct? Yes, more copper. And copper plates will be down here. Whoa. Grab that. Because I know I'm going to need more copper over here as well. Is that one that needs copper too? Yes. Just drop that into there for now. This to start creating these, then actually we can chain these together like this, I believe, because we're just going to dump that into here. So the only reason we need that is for the drone itself. And that's going to take iron. Okay, so it's iron in those. Okay, this is actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. So we'll just grab 2 more chests over here. I think there's enough space here. Let's just make sure. So it's making new ones. It is, but very slowly. Hopefully, if my plan is functional, then all of the slowness will speed up pretty soon. Put that into there. Oh, iron. We need iron. So now we'll be putting those in. How many of these do we have? We have 2 of these so far. And it probably has stopped running. My guess is because we need more of these coils. Just throw in a few more. 7 of those should work. Stop. Come on. 7. So I'll create that. Goes into here. We have plenty of the other stuff. We'll come into this, which we'll need. Ah, yes, I do need the titanium and steel here as well. And so I do need some more. All the steel is already out from here. Yeah. So it needs more steel and stuff than I thought we needed. But that's okay. Again, we just need a handful of these to start the process going. Let's get 25 of those. So we're going to need quite a few of these, so that sounds pretty good. This is going to need some more of these things too. Let's go ahead and take half of these. How many of these do the... Oh, it takes 40, so I'm going to need one more in order to make sure we have even numbers in here. Yeah, so we can make 2 more once that fills up there. So that'll give us a total of 5 when that's all said and done, which is good. So I will just let this run for a few minutes and fast forward. And then once we're done with that, I will show you what I'm intending for this to do as we move forward. But I'll wait for those to be created. Actually, I'm back now. As I was thinking about, I can go ahead and start with some of this right now. So basically what I'm planning on doing is getting the materials over here. So I've been using these bins so far, but we can actually get the basic materials sent across on some of these. I got 4 of them, so I'll just take these 4 right now. So the basic materials that need to come across are going to be like the copper, the steel, the iron. We'll worry about the more complex stuff later. This is also copper here. So yeah, copper is a good example. If I put in one tower requesting copper, and then I can send copper from over there to this tower, it would just feed both of these, and we'd be fine with that. So let me see, first of all, is there room? There is room for me to place this tower in here, for example. Now, I'm going to be tweaking this later and getting it all better.
Station. You have taken the first step to establish the Interplanetary Logistics Transportation Network. Provided the place of logistics station of the raw material is set to supply, the logistic drones will transport cargo to elsewhere with a demand on the planet automatically. Never forget to put the logistic drones in the logistics station, either the supply or the demand side. The logistic drones will only work for the transportation station they belong to.
Alright, so we need some of these drones too. We'll grab a bunch of those. And let's just grab 10 of them to start with. And we're going to come into here and put these drones into here. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the copper. Okay, and we're going to demand copper here. And I'm not concerned yet with getting rid of the stuff we're producing, because we're just going to produce it here for now. Later on, we're going to add what we're producing back into a tower. But right now, we want the copper. We could probably grab one of these coils and things like that, but I'm going to start, let's go with steel next. Copper and steel from here. And let's do the iron plates as well. And then we'll just say demand and demand. Now, in the future, I'll be able to clean up some stuff. But for now, all of this is being produced over in this general area. So we will just go ahead and land down in here. So if we build ourselves a tower down here, see right there, we're going to take another 10 of these to put into here. Now what we're going to do is we want the copper, we want this, and we want this steel. It's right down there. And we're gonna supply it. Now all we need to do is route it into here. And go ahead and lower some of these to make way. So for example, we can have the steel come over. Actually, I want to see where everything else is first, because I want to be able to get it over to here. So steel I can actually run from here. That's fine, run that into there. This can come across here, and I need some copper to be brought up. And the copper is all down here in this general area. The storage is down here, but we're not really making stuff with the rest of it. So I can even hijack some of these lines if I needed to, but let's see. I'm going to do it this way. Tamp out some of those. I'm not sure if that reduces the level. It looks like it doesn't, so I guess it still says there's 7 on here. So let's take that out. Move that over to there. Bring that out a ways. And yeah, if I go up, I'm gonna have to go up pretty high on this, but that's fine. Again, this will all be stuff that, let me rotate that we can deal with later. Let's just stack them like that. That's interesting. Because what I want to do, go into here, up 1 level, go out, it needs to be at that level. Let's go down to that, go up to there. Okay, perfect. Make sure that I'm out there right. Come across to here, come across to there. So I need to tell it to come here first, and then we can tell it to start going down. And this can come across into there. And this can come out. Go in like that. You can see these are starting to come over to grab those supplies. And then, like I was saying, I'm going to take these plates from here. Have this come across. Go straight into there. Take that out and go like that. Now, so when we look at this, we can see it is starting to transit these items. There's 50 in transit right now. So it's going to split it up. Now it's got the 25 in here and here. So it's going to split that between how we've got all of these set up. It's going to pick different ones for that. So because of that, I'm actually going to go ahead and put in another 10. I probably want 30 total as I'm thinking about it, because then there can be 10 per line. But before we can get to that part, let's get back over here. Because that is just going over to populate this tower, right? So now we're getting items into here, as you can see. So the next step is we need to get items from out of here into where they need to be put. And that's where, let's see, this one needs the copper from here, I believe, is where we put that. So I can get rid of this. We don't need that anymore, because we can actually take the copper from here, and we'll just set it to take copper, come out here, come to there, cross like this, and then go into there. And the same thing over here. This is using copper. So what we can do is we can take this out, keep that part of this, but come up to here. I'm actually going to take it on this side. We're going to say copper once again. Come across to there. And now the copper is being used on both of these lines to help create these items. So we don't have to worry now. All we have to do, if we don't have enough copper production, we first of all can create more of these. Secondly, we can just increase the amount that comes into towers. We can build another mine and just pipe it straight into a tower, so that becomes part of our network. So once we establish several of these towers for our network, we can replace all of the infrastructure that we've already done. We can get rid of those belts and the bus line that we did, and just run them through these towers, and we'll put products as they're needed, where they're needed. And basically, the only thing right now that's holding us back from complete world domination is we still have to go to the planet manually to get our titanium plates. But that's fine. We'll soon enough be able to get this going so that I can then work on unlocking yellow science. And yeah, so the next couple of steps in here, the next couple of videos that I'll be doing is going to be just cleaning up the infrastructure, creating these towers, figuring out how we want to build this kind of stuff, and setting them up so that we can design everything the way that we want to design it. So I guess before I go, how much is in here? Okay, not that much. I'm just going to take this out, delete that, because I can go ahead right now. This is going to be our steel. Come down there. Oh, but I need my iron plates here as well. So I think what I actually want to do is delete that from this part. It's going to be on this side. Click that, come across like that. Now I can come back up to here and say, you know, all this steel, let's just drop it into there. I think that works. It looks like. Yeah, it looks like it's accepting it. So we do that, and now I just need the iron plates coming out to come into this side. Let's just verify here this was iron plates, so I can get rid of that. it's going to come into this. So we want iron plates up to there, down to there. And just like that, we've replaced several of these. Now, once I replace these, I can also build anywhere in the world now. This doesn't have to be produced right here. I can build all this stuff elsewhere and then pipe it on over. So we can build a place where we take in the product to make these machines. We don't have to put them on the line anymore. And pipe it to wherever it's needed. So that's why we're doing all of this. All right, so with that, I'm going to call it an episode. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and peace out.